Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of J-Man's Road Rants. Welcome everybody to episode 40 of J-Man's Road Rants. Now, as you can see, the scenery looks different and it's a lot quieter. I'll get to that. But first, hit the like button, the subscribe, and the bell so you can be notified when I upload again. And you can follow me on Twitter at JManFromKC. Now, as for the change of scenery and the quietness, well, my semi broke down and it's going to take a couple weeks to get it repaired. So while it's in the repair shop, well, I'm going to be out. So I'm in my truck, my personal pickup. So let's get on with today's video, episode 40. We are of our NFL picks. It's Thursday after all. We got to get this out before the game starts. So tonight's game will be the Denver Broncos traveling to the Cleveland Browns. Now we're going to go again by DraftKings with the spread and the over-under. And that's how we're going to pick them. Now, the Cleveland Browns are favored by 5.5 and the over-under's at a 44. Honestly, I believe the Cleveland will cover this, but I'm going to go slightly under the 44. So we'll say they get 40, 42 points, somewhere in that ballpark. Moving on to the Sunday games, and hey, look at this. No goddamn game in London. That's a great thing. So, first game on the slate of the noon games, we have the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Baltimore Ravens. The spread is Baltimore favored by 6.5 with a 48 of over-under. I think that I'm going to take the Bengals and the 6.5, but I think they go over the 48. The next game we have is the Washington football team traveling to Green Bay to take on the Packers. The Packers are favored by 10 with an over-under of 49.5. I think the Packers cover this, so I'm going to take the Packers, and I'm going to take the over. I think they get to 50. So, barely, but I'm going to go. We're going to take it. We next have the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Miami to take on the Dolphins. This is a pick'em game. There's no spread. It's a pick'em. And the over-under's 48. I think it's going to be under. And I'll take the Dolphins. Why not? So, we have the New York Jets traveling up to New England to take on the Patriots. Patriots are favored by 6.5 with an over-under of 43. I think the Patriots are going to win this and they'll cover. But I'll go over. I'll go over to 43. We next have the Carolina Panthers favored by 3 traveling to New York to take on the Giants, or technically traveling to New Jersey to take on the Giants, but semantics. An over-under of 44. I'm going to say it's under the 44, but I think Carolina covers the spread. The Kansas City Chiefs now will travel to Tennessee to take on the Titans. The spread is Kansas City favored by 4. I'm a little surprised, but I mean, if the defense that showed up last week shows up, hey, maybe. But if the defense that's shown up for the previous 5 games shows up, no. So I'm going to lean that the defense from the previous 5 weeks shows up and not the one from last week. So I'm going to take Tennessee. And obviously I get 4 points. And I'm going to take the over. I think they get to 60. Next, we have the Detroit Lions traveling out. This is the first 3 o'clock game. The Detroit Lions traveling out to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. Rams are favored by 14.5. And the over-under's 49.5. Believe it or not, usually on a spread like that, I would take the underdog. But I think the Rams will cover this. I think the Rams win by 3 touchdowns, and I think they definitely go over the 49. The Eagles will travel to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. The Raiders are favored by 3. They get that typical home point favorite with an over-under of 48. I think that the Raiders cover. And I think we'll go over the 48. Next, we have the Houston Texans traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. This is kind of that DeAndre Hopkins revenge game, I guess. And Arizona's favored by 17 with a 48 over-under. And I honestly believe that just like the last game, the Rams game, I think that Arizona gets at least a 3 touchdown lead. So they'll cover the points and they go over 48. The last 3 o'clock game, we have the Chicago Bears traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Bucs and Tom Brady. The Bucs are favored by 12.5, and the over/under's 49. The Bucs, I think, have only covered, even that's kind of spread once. I'm going to take the Bears and the 12.5, and I'm going to go slightly under the 49. Next, we have the Sunday night game. The Indianapolis Colts travel to San Francisco to take on my 49ers. Coming off a bye week, we're favored by 5 with a 44.5 over/under. I like my Niners to cover the 5. And I think we'll go over 44 as the total points. So then we go to Monday night's game. We have the New Orleans Saints traveling to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. The Saints are actually favored by 3.5, and the over/under's 44. I think the Saints easily cover this, but I think we'll go over the 44. Anyway, that's my picks according to the DraftKings spread odds and spreads. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you disagree with any of those, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know. I know my friend Randy Thompson, he's been leaving his entire picks every week, and I love that. I hope he continues to do that. Also, click the subscribe and the like, or the bell, so you can be notified when I upload again. You can follow me on Twitter, JManfromKC. Thanks again for watching, and have a good day.